Hello everyone, it's Melissa Sweet here, public health journalist from Croakey. We're doing a Croakey Go, an active walking journalism on the very beautiful Palm Island. Look there, we're looking out, and I'm just going to turn around and introduce you to our speakers. Here we have Dr. Evangeline Geia, and there we have Evangeline Geia. So, could you please give us an introduction for people who haven't been along this journey with us so far?
Hello, I'm Evangeline Geia. I'm a Island woman, Bwgcolman woman, and I'm here with my sister Evangeline. And we're just looking at it there. We're just seeing our niece over there and a sixth generation Bwgcolman bubba. Our nephew's new baby. And we haven't seen her yet, but we're standing here in front of the exhibition from the Queensland Library, and all these names are the names of people that have been sent from their country. And there's a greeting there that says Watamuli, which is very gubba, or hello, goodbye. It's just a greeting word, Watamuli. I'm calling Juelisa over. Imagine, call Juelisa over. So all these names are the country and the tribes of people that have been sent to Palm Island. And on the other side are different names. So,
intermingled are greeting words.
And some greeting words, language greeting words are in the middle.
Yes.
Do you want to say something, Maggie?
Oh, I'm just...
We're getting animated now. I'm going to go and get Juelisa.
Yes, I'm just thrilled to know that here you can find the history of Palm Island. We did have it all opened up to the public when we had our open day here, and it can still be seen. Inside you'll find the history of Phantom Island, the gateway to Palm Island. Phantom Island. After the first landing in 1918, the government organised Phantom Island to be the gateway. There was a lock hospital built over there, and everyone came through there not instantly. So many people died there of a broken heart because they were not attended to straight away. And yes, it was the gateway to Palm Island, and you'll find this history right here in these containers, and the Peter Pryor story, the Strike 57, all of that, and so many personal letters and readings here. So do come over to Palm Island, because the acknowledgement of the 100 years goes right on into December. And keep looking at that Palm Island Council website, because you might find that you want to come over for the gala dinner, perhaps. And so, you know, we're hoping for a swing band. And those of you that know all that swing, just come on over.
What are some of the events you've already done this year?
Oh, we had the various concerts and acknowledging lots of local talent, as well as Aboriginal people and island people from out on the mainland linked to us. And yes, we had the old cemetery area redeveloped, and that's a significant sign there. The very first cemetery on Palms, and we had the reenactment. We had our school children from Bwgcolman School act out the landing of the two boats that came here to Palms, and so we had that, and well, so many significant things we had relived. So yes, it's all there to be found on the Palm Island Council website. Yes. So look, while I'm talking about these containers, I'm particularly enthused about the fact that these containers, after our acknowledgement of 2018, they will become our business hub. Isn't that fantastic? Fantastic at last to be acknowledged. We're always talking about this. We need a business hub on island and employing local people, because obviously we are the ones that know the networking here, and we want our business hub here on the island. There are people here who are quite able, they're ready to go. But it's not easy to get off onto the mainland and find yourself linked up with, you know, your business planners, your accountants, your solicitors, all of that, particularly when you're trying to hold down a job. And that, of course, is your mainstay, because there's no rateable rate system going on here. It's not easy to have assets, so we're slowly building ourselves and our wealth, very slowly, like a snail. So to have a business hub here on this island will speed up the process of growing our own wealth. So I'm looking at you out there. Get this business hub to us.
Speaking of wealth, the wealth of generations of Palm Island, I want to introduce. I've just seen her at the beach, so I called her over. This is Juelisa, our niece. She's married to our nephew, Ron. And this is 6th generation family member, Evangeline. And this is the first time we've actually met.
Yes.
Hello, darling. Yeah. She's going to smile.
She was a bit too.
Anyway, stepping into our future means little ones like Evangeline. We want to build a future for them, so that Palm Island can still be their home. You know, when she's our age, when she's my age, when she's an elder, she can still call Palm Island home, and it's still here for the people. It's not been taken over completely. Palm Island people are still here, still self-determining and raising children here. But I've asked Juelisa, who's not from Palm Island, but she's come into our family, and we love her and accept her, just to say a few words about being here on community.
Hi, so Juelisa Geia. I married Ron Geia Jr. and I met him in 2012, which is going on 6 years this year. And he's worked over here on and off for a couple of years, and his dream was always to come back home and work and give back to the community, the beautiful community that he, you know, was born and raised up in. So we moved over a year ago. He's been working on and off here for about 4 years, but 2 years ago he came back and he's been here ever since, and we moved over a year ago. But it was only that we were able to, you know, find accommodation and get public housing that the kids and I, we've got 5 children, that we were able to move over. So living here has been beautiful. So blessed to live in such a magnificent part of the world, stunning, and wake up and feel like you're on a holiday every day. It's just cool. So yeah, yes. So we're happy and moved over here to raise our children over here, because Ron, like I said, it was always his dream to go away and get his apprenticeship and become a qualified carpenter, which he did, and then it was always his dream to come back home and raise a family in the community that he called home. And so blessed and thankful that everyone has welcomed me and feeling a part of the community, but more than that, learning about the history and the culture. I'm Aboriginal and South Sea Islander, but my family, we weren't lucky enough to know of our heritage because my grandfather was away at birth, so we're still making connections about who he is. And then my Atu side, we've only just made connections back home with them. So being over here and feeling and being able to be a part of, you know, a community that holds their culture so close to their hearts is just very special. And yeah, feeling a part of that, I'm just extremely blessed. But like Auntie Lenore said, you know, little baby here, she's our 5th child, and the fact that I think they're going to be able to grow up in this beautiful community like their dad did. Definitely looking to the future, being able to be, you know, self-sufficient, and you know, we're looking at building a house over here soon. So, you know, it's just amazing that, yeah, I think Auntie Maggie was talking about, you know, how important it is to not be, I guess, taken over. So yeah, I think it's just extremely important that we, you know, as the landowners are able to, I guess, be, what would you say, like given the tools and
savvy in their business
and
economics
to be able to run.
and make it work.
Yes. So that's me. I'll hand it back over to you.
Thank you very much.
And I think I'll tell another funny story because it's about this nephew, Ron Geia Jr. He came up to my mother's house and he just brought her a spot present just out of the blue, and some perfume, and he said, "I've got you a present, Nanny, and I'm going to just apply some and see how you like it. It smelled good." And whilst he was there, my sister Jennifer had a video on him, a video camera, and she said, "Hey, look, Mum, we've got a builder in the house from the one family, from your son Ron. Ron Jr. is a carpenter and Josiah is a plumber. And look out, they'll be able to build a house together and do repair work." And she said, "Oh, you might be able to come up and do some repair work here, Ronnie boy." And he said, "Oh, we'll come up, Nana, but you know, if it's business, I have to charge you a little bit." And with that, she had the biggest laugh, you know. She was 87 when she passed, and that wasn't too long before that. She thought it was marvellous, her grandson, looking into that business pathway. Yeah. And I always bring that up to him. "Oh, you have to charge us."
Oh, lovely. So we're on the eve of IH May Day, the big Indigenous Health Twitter Festival. Yesterday we did an interview with Lenore and the Mayor, and Lenore was cuddling
baby.
She was cuddling Tiberius.
And this is Evangeline, and this is young Ron behind us. You can't see him.
You're going to come and say hello?
Yes, so children are our gifts, you know. I really believe that children are a gift to a family, and that we have a responsibility to come around them and love them and nurture them and grow them so that they can be the best person that they can be, you know, in life. And it's always about kids here on Palm. Half our population, 53% of our population, is under 24 years old, so we have a very young population in the community, and a lot of work needs to be done with families and children to support them so that they can realise their dream and vision for their family. But tomorrow I'm going to be on Indigenous X, taking over the account for IH May Day, but tonight I'm going to do a call out to country. So I'm going to do a call out from Bwgcolman country to everyone who's listening around probably in a couple of hours. So if you're going to be on Twitter, call out your country to me, and we're going to get IH May Day starting tonight by just acknowledging our heritage, acknowledging the richness of who we are as First Nations people in this country. And tomorrow we're going to kick off at 7 a.m. in the morning and talking about Indigenous health and those things that impact on our lives.
How can people participate in the Twitter Festival?
Well, the Twitter Festival, for this one day of the year, it's only Indigenous voices that we privilege. So we have guest tweeters who are Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islanders that are guest tweeting. And we ask our non-Indigenous allies and friends to listen and retweet and just be a part of sharing our voice out into their networks, and that's really important. So thank you to our non-Indigenous friends and allies and those who are supporting us. I really appreciate your support.
Thank you to everyone who's joined us on this Croakey Go. Are there any final words from Lenore or Magdalene?
Thank you.
It'll be a big day, but we're hoping that this will be a day of impact. It's our 5th birthday, actually. Our 5th birthday, so still rustling up a cake. But we might light candles on Moses, which will be very nice anyway.
They will indeed. And we'll just say thank you to Magdalena as well, just to sign out. Do you want
Thank
to say
you, Melissa. Thank you for listening, everyone.
Okay. Thank you, everyone, for joining Croakey Go. We've done 4 short Periscope interviews as we've walked around. If you've missed any of the other ones, please go and have a look.